Hey guys, it's me again, but if you don't know me, my name is Rachel. So today I'm going to show you how to do some basic alterations on any of your clothes. Sort of like thrift flipping, but like making it fit you better. Because personally, as a short person, I always have trouble with things being too long. So I always alter them or like make them a bit shorter by hemming them. So today I'm going to show you guys how to hem a shirt, how to make that cute lettuce trim edge, and how to resize a skirt and resize a waistband on like jeans or any pants that you want. So this would be super helpful if you're just struggling with the clothing that you buy, or if you're thrifting and you find something that you like but doesn't quite fit you. Also, if you guys couldn't tell, this is a new camera. I got the Nikon Z50 and I'm really excited to use it. I'm using it right now and I'm so excited. Hopefully I'm in focus. If I'm not, that's unfortunate. I will have to film this again. So before I start, I want to tell you guys some quick sewing tips that I have learned. I have been sewing since I was a small child and I have been doing it for a really long time, so you'll need a sewing machine for all of these. I don't really like doing like the gluey thing because it's not as like, it doesn't last as long. So I feel like doing like sewing machine would be better. You should always backstitch. That's something that every single sewing teacher that I've had tells me, and it's just like something that you should know, hopefully. Just make sure that your stitches don't come out. You just go forward, back, and then forward, and you just keep going. And then you do that at the end too, so it doesn't come out. And something that I have to do for my sewing machine is I always have to change the stitch length. So the stitch length is just like how long the stitch is. I always change mine to 2.8. I think it's originally 2.2 when I start my machine, but this will make it way easier when you're trying to seam rip, because if the stitches are like tiny, then it's hard to like rip them out. That's why I always make it mine like 2.8. And always measure twice, cut once. Always do that. And also like make things like a tiny bit longer than you need to. Like leave a little bit of wiggle room. Like I was trying to crop a shirt, but I cropped it too short because it just doesn't fit the same when you put it back on. So just always give yourself like a bit of like room to mess up, like if you cut it too short, because you can only cut it once. Like if you just cut it like a little longer than you think, and if it's still too long, then just cut it a little more. But if you just cut it too short, there's no going back, unfortunately. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through how I altered it. This video was very hard for me to film, so I hope that me talking you through it will help you out a bit to understand what I'm doing. So yeah, those are my little tips, but let's get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna alter is this shirt. It's really cute, but like it's literally dress length on me, and I wanted to crop it up to this length. That's where I've got the safety pin. This is how long the stitch is from the original like hem. So I'm gonna do that, and that's about 1/2 inch. So right now I'm just making a line where I want it to be cropped. And then I'm making a separate line 1/2 inch down so I can fold it up. And I'm just gonna cut it. And then turn it inside out because we always want the raw sides on the inside. And then now I'm just pinning it and folding up the hem. I always have to pin these because unfortunately you can't iron stretch fabric. It just doesn't iron, like it doesn't stay down when you iron it. And now I'm coming over to my sewing machine and I'm putting it to stitch 32, which kind of looks similar to the original stitch. And I'm just going down that pretty slowly, trying to go as slow as possible and making sure to take out my pins before I get to the needle so I don't break my needle. This is the easiest way to alter your clothes. And I think it turned out to be a perfect length. I still wanted it to be oversized, just not that oversized. The next one is this shirt that I have. I bought it a while ago and it was the most unflattering length on me, if you guys can't tell. So the safety pin is where I want to crop it. And basically the sleeves had the little like lettuce trim on it, and if I cut it, I would either put a normal hem or lettuce trim, and I wanted to put lettuce trim on the bottom so it matched. So I'm just cropping it like I would. I actually cropped this one too short, like shorter than I wanted. I should have like gone down a little bit. This is why you measure twice. And this one, basically you use a special stitch. And the one that I used was just the normal zigzag stitch. here's me testing it out. This is what it looks like. I've actually never done this lettuce edge thing before until I made this video. I would recommend for this one to change your thread to a color that isn't super noticeable. But as you can tell, I am stretching out the fabric a lot when I'm doing this. It will help it do the little lettuce effect on it. And this is the finished product. I think it matches pretty well with the ones on the like sleeves. That's the whole goal. I didn't want it to be like a normal hem because that kind of didn't make sense if the like sleeves were like lettuce edge. But yeah, that's how it turned out. The next DIY is I've had this skirt for like a while and I haven't altered it because it's so big. It was labeled as a medium, but it was a large and I'm a small, so that's not good. But I've got like this huge like section of fabric that I need to cut off. But basically right now I'm taking the tag and I'm just folding it in half so I can see how much I want off. And I measured and I needed about 4.5 inches off. So I'm just laying it down and I'm just gonna mark 4.5 inches like from the side. I'm not just gonna cut it straight down from the top, I'm gonna measure it from the side. So that's why I'm making like multiple lines on the side like that. Then I decided to seam rip the top to make it a little flatter because the seams were kind of weird at the top and bottom, so I decided to seam rip it so it would lay flatter when I'm cutting it, so it's a more like accurate straight cut. And these little things that I'm using, they're kind of like weights, so they make the fabric like lay flat. And then I had my mom cut it because I was having trouble cutting it. And now I'm just sewing it shut. I'm literally just using one of those stitches like the ones that I used before. That one works. Any stretch stitch, if you guys know what that is, it's one of the zigzags ones so it can like stretch out. And here's what it looks like. It's super cute. I've always wanted a midi skirt and it's like the cutest for like fall too. It's got like a cute fall red rose pattern and I'm so excited to wear it. The next one are these brown corduroy pants. Unfortunately, they're from Brandy Melville. We don't support it, but I had to get it. Unfortunately, they only carry one size. That's the problem. And they were really long at the bottom and the waist didn't fit me quite well. I feel like I could have like not done the waist, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it in case you guys wanted to fix your like jean waist. Basically, I'm taking this elastic and I am bringing it to the back where the two belt notches are. So like the two belt notches are right here and I'm taking an elastic that goes from the two belt notches like this. I'm not pulling it tight, but it's just kind of laying on the back where like how tight I would want it to be for the back of my pants. And I'm just cutting it to size. And basically what I'm doing now is cutting a like straight line down right behind the belt loop. So this is on the inside of the pants, but I'm just cutting a little slit so I can insert the elastic into the back of the pants. And also this method's really great because you can literally just get rid of it when you're done and you won't notice a difference except for on the inside, and it doesn't really matter if you can see on the inside. Now I'm just taking elastic and I'm putting some safety pins on the end to feed it through the back of the pants. And let me tell you, this was literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do because these corduroy pants are so stiff, but eventually I got it. And basically what I want to do now is use a zigzag stitch and just close it up. I tried to make it not show that much, but that's the best I could do. Also, while you're doing this, you have to pull the belt loop so you don't like sew it down while you're doing that. And I did that to both sides, obviously. And the next part I'm going to tackle is the bottom. So this is kind of the same as the first shirt I hemmed. These corduroy pants had like a 3/4 inch seam at the bottom, so I decided to just kind of copy that. So I left 3/4 of an inch extra than how long I wanted them. And now I'm just doing it, cutting both sides. And then again, I'm pinning and measuring 3/4 of an inch to hem up. And I use the exact same stitch as before with the hemming. It just works the best. And also I picked a brown thread so it would not show on the outside. belts. I love them so much. Like, I am so excited to wear these. Like, brown is my new favorite color at this point. These are gonna be so cute for the fall. Fall is also my favorite season for fashion, so I'm so excited. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I put so much effort into this. Please like it. Comment down below your favorite color. Mine is yellow, obviously, but I've been really loving like cute tans and browns for clothing, not like as a color, because that's just, I don't know anybody whose favorite color is brown. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you guys have a sewing machine or know how to sew, I could do like a basic sewing machine like tutorial, like how to use it in general. These projects were more for people who already kind of know how to sew, but I hope this helped you out a bit. Have fun with your projects. I really like doing this because actually it's really fun to like buy something and then turn it into something that you can actually wear. If you guys enjoyed this video, like it, and if you like me, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of this year. It's definitely gonna happen if you guys help me. Bye.